Hello, everyone. Welcome to Development Palates. I'm Aaron Loomis coming to you from the Ventura Cigar Company studio. With me today is Jiunn and John McTavish. How you guys doing today?
Not bad. Drinking a
Better,
beer provided by work.
Nice.
better if I could find the cigars I'm supposed to be reviewing tonight. What are you
Mm.
drinking, June? I know this isn't.
This will hopefully be our future advertiser,
Oh,
Lagunitas.
Lagunitas. They should advertise with us.
Dude, it's from work, man. It's either gonna be this or it's like Blue Moon. So
I like Lagunitas. There's
yeah.
nothing wrong there. Anyways,
So today we are talking about the warped Flor del Valle Seleccion de Valle. It's kind of a bellicoso, I guess. Got a 109 style head. Length is 6-inch by 52 ring gauge. Comes out of the Tabsa factory in Nicaragua. Wrapper is Nicaraguan Corojo 99. Double binder of Nicaraguan Corojo 99 and Criollo 98. And filter is just listed as Nicaragua. Blended by Kyle Gellis. Price point is $12.95, and the cigar was released in July of 2019. So with all that out of the way, June, take us through your overall experience with this cigar.
Um, I thought the cigar, like the first third, was very. It was one of the better Aganorsa cigars out there, right? Like using their Corojo 99. Um, it's like it's got that breadiness. It's got some good pepper coming through. So really, what I really like about a lot of Aganorsa's Corojo is like I feel like there's always a really good balance of like soft notes as well as some of the darker, heavier like spice notes, and it just shines through and equally. But past that mark, I mean, the cigar just really deteriorated for me. It got like really unrefined. It got harsh. The more I smoked it, the harsher it got. It's almost like I smoked two different cigars from first third to the remaining of the last two thirds. So, I would say stick with the other, Vitolas of the Flor del Valle.
How about you, John?
I was quite surprised by the experience. I have smoked a lot of warp stuff. I've obviously smoked a lot of Tapsa stuff. And I enjoy the tobaccos, and I certainly have more than a few share of boxes of warp stuff. And this is probably one of the releases from the show that I was looking forward to the most. I didn't actually even get a good first third. I mean, I got a first few puffs, and then like the flavor palette just kind of dropped off the cliff. And like June, the second third and last third, the last third was the harsh and bitter for me. Um, the second third was just kind of a cacophony of random flavors that weren't in sequence. So it doesn't even seem like, looking at my notes, it doesn't even seem like I smoked a warp product because I've just never had this experience with warp before. So I don't know if it's just an off year or what's going on, but very average experience overall. What about you, Lewis?
Yeah, for me, the cigar started out with wood, cinnamon, and cream, and kind of the cream transitioned over to mustiness fairly quickly. Cinnamon left near the end of the third, and the profile kind of moved to a toasted oak, dry earth, and mustiness combination that kind of maintained that through the rest of the way. Um, Construction for me wasn't very good. I know you guys had different experiences, but the poor burn and tight draw just really kind of put a damper on the cigar. It was the flavor profile was really linear. Got pretty boring early on. Not a cigar that I'd return to. And this cigar also reminded me quite a bit of the Aganorsa Leaf ground and pound knuckle sandwich that we reviewed. Very similar Vitola, very similar smoking experience, construction-wise even as well. Not saying they're the same cigar, but they just reminded me a lot of each other. So yeah, just a big miss for me. So we'll get into the scores. Start at the top with you, June, at 6 even. John, you were next at 5.6, and I gave it a 4.23. So how do you think 6 matched up with your experience, June?
Well, given the trend so far, this is gonna probably make my top 25 list.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. um, it's is not where it should be. I think that bold statement, but I think Warped as a brand has slowly deteriorated over the last year or two. And I think this is another example of that. Back when Warped was out, this is what, like, geez, what, like 3 or so years ago? I mean, it was super hot.
5 years ago.
Yeah, but like when I started like really
Oh,
smoking
okay.
it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like for like the last 3-4 years, I guess. Super hot brand, and with the cigars to match. I mean, it was getting a ton of popularity, and ever since then, it's just kind of starting to kind of be on the decline, and this is a part of it, which is very unfortunate because some of the older stuff, and I've bought many boxes of Warp from back 3-4 years ago, and that stuff is nothing like what it is now.
How about you, John, at 5.6?
Based on the flavor experience, that sounds about right. I did not have the construction / burn issues that you did, so I feel like in a way the cigar is really elevated by the construction. Flavor-wise, I feel like this falls in around a 5.2, and it only gets a 5.6 because it was near a flawless construction. I agree with Jiunn's sentiment. I've smoked tons of Warp stuff, and I mean, if you were to hand this to me blind and told me this was Tabsa and Warped, I'd be like, no, sorry, this is not Tabsa and Warped because it's super disappointing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Closer to like some bundled, fall format, like what
I
you're
mean,
saying,
no joke.
Aaron.
Like you said, and I don't think it's unfair. I think to me, Warped really shouldn't fall below a 6.5. Like they just don't make cigars that fall below a 6.5. That's just not what they do. So I have no explanation, but it is what it is. Aaron, defend yourself.
Yeah, my 4.23 matches up well. I mean, it's below average flavor profile, not good construction. Overall, it was just not a good combination of all those things. So that's why it got down close to the bottom of the 4-barrel. Yeah, I felt like you guys, this has been a trend kind of over the last year or two. It just seems that the cigars have been going a bit downhill. I know, Jiunn, you had one of these cigars up near the top of your list maybe 2 years ago or something like that. So,
Yeah.
it's been a rough time for me in Warped last couple of years. They haven't been hits for me. So, any other final thoughts from you guys on this one? All right. Well, if you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. But also check out the full written review on the website, developmentpalace.com. Follow us on social media channels and catch all of our review recaps on podcasts, so iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
Flor del Valle.